on a Wednesday. Hi, honey.
How you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing over
I'm
there?
checking out this doohickey.
The
Source magazine jump.
You just said to me when you walked in that you'd never been on the cover of one of those.
Never been on one.
I'm really surprised by that.
I shared the cover with a couple people, but
was it when you were new? Like the new
like when I was interesting.
What do we got to do to make you hotter?
I don't know. Maybe date one of these celebrity
This
girls.
is a good idea.
They don't like me though, Ange. I can't think of one of them. I don't have to think of one.
You've never dated any celebrity chicks?
I have, but that was a long time ago.
Who was that? Do I know? Was that public?
It wasn't really public.
Solange. It was Solange you were rumored to have dated. Was that right?
Rumored.
Rumored?
Rumored.
Are you still friends?
I mean, what's a friend? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see her, I'll speak, yeah.
But you don't go to the mall together?
Yeah.
You don't go to art exhibits?
No.
You don't. She doesn't give you mixtapes. She doesn't give you mixtapes and ask you what you think of them.
I love to go with Solo. Actually, she'd be a dope person to learn that stuff with. But no.
Okay.
We don't go.
I don't know. You took me off track. Anyway, hi.
Hey.
Is there a special lady in your life now? What are you doing with yourself?
Right now, I'm working on songs like The Body.
Hanging out with Jerry Seinfeld.
Good segue, Wale. Yeah, I got a single called The Body coming out, or it's out now, and I got an album with Jerry Seinfeld.
What do you mean an album with Jerry Seinfeld? Is it a whole album? What is this? Tell me.
You see what we're doing right here?
Yeah.
The good conversation?
Yeah.
Imagine like if I took our conversation and started writing my thoughts down about, out of us talking.
Yeah.
And then I build songs around it.
Why him of all people?
I love his outlook. You know what I'm saying? This is the part of a trilogy. I used the television show for most of the trilogy, and now I'm using original content.
How do you even know him?
The first one I did, the first mixtape I did in 2007.
But what is that? How does that happen? You get a call? Does he show up at a show?
I went to a show. He invited me to one of his shows in Baltimore.
So like the publicist calls and says, "Hey, Jerry Seinfeld wants to invite you to a show."
Mutual friends.
Oh.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus did a drop for me on the first mixtape. She played Elaine off the show.
Yeah, I know who she is.
And then it did.
Thank you though for clarifying.
We became cool after that.
So you out here in these streets with Jerry?
I mean, you want to call them streets? We working though.
Does he smoke weed?
No.
Oh.
We have bubbly time though.
You drink.
Bubbly time is when we have the vouvet going around the room.
So you like hanging out? You doing Shabbat dinners and things like this?
No Shabbat dinners.
Okay.
Not yet.
I'm just trying to get a gauge of how far this thing goes.
Not yet. Shabbat dinners is coming up.
I know they do a big Shabbat. I told you I know his wife.
I'm a Shabbat.
All right. Well, Wale is here. We're gonna get to some music. We're gonna get to see some of these headlines. Wale today.
Mm-hmm. The greatest to ever do it, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest.
Who?
They don't call her the greatest for no reason.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, what did I do?
Because you get the nectar.
No, all right. Here's the story.
Nectar.
Here's what happened. We were sitting in here. We were looking at these headlines, and both Wale and I are both very, I don't know, this Amber and distraught over Amber and Wiz breaking up. And I feel like I've interviewed them together as a couple, and I feel like
you felt the love.
I felt the love. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see this coming at all.
Nobody.
There was no sense of a separation first.
But
there
however,
was no rumors of fighting.
But I won't say me. But if you look at the Wiz's tweets now, in retrospect, they kind of look like they're sad almost. That's what I was looking at.
They're sad tweets.
I mean,
I missed the sad. Give me one sad. Come on, there's
because
a sad tweet.
I'm looking at them and it's just like, we belong to the world. Your light was made to shine.
Well, that's because that's how you're reading it.
Okay.
We belong to the world.
Everyone deserves to be loved. They all sound like a closing like the end of a chapter.
Emotional social media is never good, by the way.
But it feels right when you're doing it.
Well, you do social. You do emotional social.
It feels right when you're doing it.
You do emo social.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do emo social.
I'm very sad about them too, and I hope that because they have a baby and everything. I just hope that it doesn't get. Because
I'm a lover of love. Like I love that. Like I love to see like dudes that make to reassure you that you could do what we do and still find that piece of your life. Because history shows us that we can't do it.
Yeah, I believed in them. I feel so sad about it.
It's like if not them, then who? I feel like who?
Well, we still have J&B. All right, come on. No, they're good.
Yeah, they're good. But at the same time, they're a lot older too. So it's like. I was never looking for them because they're so rich. They control the world. Like they control everything. Like,
so they got.
You don't really. I mean, not to say nobody's in their shoes or nothing, but like the sacrifices in which like you can fly to me if I'm in if I'm in Jupiter.
You can both have a career.
Yeah,
you can make it work.
You control everything.
You can make it work.
You can have a stadium full of 80,000 people like,
you could say,
be all right.
You can say, I got to go on tour, babe. But you know what? Let's just go together.
Yeah, let's just make $10
million. And
let's
bring the baby.
Yeah, $10 million. They'll love it. They'll love to seeing the baby. We can make it pictures of the baby. $2 million. They'll love it.
Whereas maybe in Wiz and Amber, he's on tour, she's home with the baby. It could be more challenging for them or people like them and anybody in that type of.
Them obviously as a representation.
Yeah. Aw. Does this discourage you, Wale? Do you think you still believe? Do you look for that?
I'm a lover of love, but I'm not very optimistic on it, man.
Really?
Love don't love me. But right now they're getting his money. No,
way to wear the rapper hat. Way to get back to the rapper zone. It was getting a little too soft. We were getting a little too soft right there.
You feel me?
I saw. I was in Vegas for the fight. I saw Ross out there, and we talked briefly. I was like, "How's the team? How's everybody getting along?" And so he told me that when this little thing between you and me happened, that there was immediately everybody got on the phone, or there was an immediate conversation that happened. Is that true?
Ross got away with that and stuff.
So you dropped it.
Dropped.
So is everything good? How do you feel? Comfortable? Weird?
I've always been comfortable, but like me personally, that's gonna stay with me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, cause it's like on the level in which it was presented on. But I've moved on. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with the whole Dream Chasers team. Like everybody from top to field and O'Malley. I talk to them all the time. Mm-hmm. I check up on Meek. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
I guess it's like a family thing, right? So
you show me any group of dudes that's never been in an argument, I'll show you a group of fake people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you got any real group from a football team that won a championship. There was fights that year in that locker room. It all happens, but.
So you get past it.
Yeah.
You're a little bit of an emotional guy, though.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I would imagine for somebody like you, it's a little harder to get.
But at the same time, when I took it, I really took it. I was like, okay, well, this is where we at now. Mm-hmm. I'm emotional enough to know that, like, I feel too. So that means I feel your frustration. Mm-hmm. Even the common person won't feel that. Because my emotions allow me to feel stuff that normal people won't allow themselves to feel.
Did you have a conversation with Meek after? Like you and him?
I mean, he went away like a day later, so we never got a chance.
Oh, so you haven't spoken to him since he's been away?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you know it's good? Is this just through Ross?
Through his cousins, his family.
Everybody's like, it's good.
I miss him though.
You do?
I miss him. Yeah, definitely miss him.
Well, that's nice to hear.
Well, no, like I said, I'm all the way. You don't get none of that.
When you miss him, you mean as part of the team? Or
just miss him. I just miss having my friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way you ain't seen your friend in a long time, and then you worry. I worry about him. Like, you know what I'm saying? You in prison, so.
Right.
I miss him and I worry about it. I'm not like afraid to say that. Like that don't make me no sucker. Like whatever. He felt some kind of way about me, but whatever. We friends. Like we came on Maybach together. And we like this. So
how you feeling on Maybach? You feeling comfortable there? I was getting the impression that maybe you was not comfortable there.
I mean, I'm a different person though. Like I stand out. I know I don't necessarily like fit the mold of what they doing. Or the message, but I think that allows me to have a different perspective. I think that allows me.
It broadens what they are.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I matter to them. Like nobody could tell me that I don't.
Hey, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Wale just had a birthday. Just turned the big 30. Yep. How do you feel about that?
No, I don't like how you say it like that. Next question.
It's a big deal, but that's like that's a big deal. It's a big birthday.
No.
But do you feel different? Like, do you feel like evolved or nothing?
No. Maybe when I accomplish things like getting a Grammy or like having some kids or something like that,
then you'll feel like grown.
A little bit. I would love to have kids, man. Love.
I'm surprised you don't have no babies yet.
Me too.
You must be super safe.
Yeah, and super safe. Yeah, I guess it's a good adjective.
You should have one soon.
I would like to.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shoot my shot, but
what?
Maybe you gotta aim them to the left or something.
Does this need to turn into a different conversation?
I'm shooting that thing right, but I don't know.
When was the last time you had a doctor's appointment, Wale?
I got him checked now, but they said it's all good. They just said it's hard to do. I don't want to get too TMI on him over the air now. Anybody got some pointers, just jump.
That was a lot of information.
Somebody give me some pointers.
But who are you trying to knock up?
Now that's TMI.
Okay.
Now you watch it, buddy.
Now I'm wilding. Now I done crossed some line here.
Mm-hmm. We're not gonna do that.
All right, fine. Yo, but what happened with Rock Nation?
I love those guys.
How long were you there, and why did you leave?
Like 5 years.
Yeah.
It just seemed like some time to move on. You know what I'm saying? Still, like Jay's my mentor, man. He'll always be. He can't shake that.
Do you have to call Jay personally to say, "Hey, I'm going to make this change"?
No, Rich climbing was my day to day, so it was more me and Rich decision. They're doing more sports now, so you know what I'm saying. I can't knock that. There's way more money in sports than little rappings. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like you guys, like I'm a big boy, man. I get it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
so it was a mutual thing.
I just know I'm not the caliber of like Rihanna and Dave Guetta. You know what I'm saying? And I want to someday be on the level of Jay-Z or Kanye. I would love to be there, and I don't know if I would have been able to chase that appropriately there. You know what I'm saying? Because they're fantastic with artists that are super big artists already. I don't know at this point right now with them having so much going on in sports, would they be able to facilitate my my.
But it doesn't
ambition.
change your relationship with like Jay or
no.
Any of the people
I mean, obviously he's been on tour like since then. I haven't really talked to him, but like when I see him, I'm sure it'll be all good. I got nothing but love for him and his family.
All right, so all is good in the land over there. You just out here good with everybody.
And me and Tata talk all the time. Like we still trying to do work like on other projects with newer artists and stuff like that.
Good. All right, so what's up with this album? Tell me what I need to know.
It's all me, man. For real, right now I only got 2
Seinfeld.
features. I only got 2 features for real.
Okay.
Right now.
Who is it?
Jeremiah and Usher. Right now.
Okay.
So
I like the way that sounds.
I'm singing a lot. I'm doing like my own hooks and all that. Like I just jumped out there a little bit.
And when do we have a date?
We dropping in December.
Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think it's a perfect climate for you.
Amen.
Right now.
Amen to that, man. And I love what Kendrick did yesterday. And,
you do?
Yeah, and it's because it's. I actually texted him and I said, it's brave. You're brave because I've never had the opportunity to be as hot as you are right now, and I always ask myself, if I was, what would I do? Would I try to push the envelope, or would I just do something? Be safe, but kill it. Because he's talented enough MC that he can do it safe, but be the best of the safe stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he went, I want to do it. I want to talk about loving myself. And right now we're in a society that's deprecating, self-loathing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I'm gonna make myself lighter on Instagram, or I want a bigger butt. I want to put all these gelatin in my body. Like, it's a lot of that going on in our culture. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it's so much that it's about to change. Whenever I think something gets so saturated, then it starts to become corn. And that's the beginning of a change.
There's the bravery. That's why I feel like there's bravery in initiating something like that.
I love that. Yeah. All right. Well, December then.
Yeah.
There it is. Let's get it. Wale. Thank you, baby.
Thank you.